My name is CGeffrard, and I'll be presenting Case Study 3. Training and supporting staff with functional communication training. Training and supporting staff in implementing functional communication training is imperative when considering validity and treatment integrity. Providing and training staff with the steps to follow to accurately implement functional communication training with the client is important to make sure the treatment protocol is being implemented as intended. Steps that staff will be trained on to implement functional communication training are teaching the replacement communicative behavior using most to least prompting, reinforcing the replacement communicative behavior, removing reinforcement for the maladaptive behavior, so essentially extinction, providing reinforcement for the client using replacement communicative behavior across different people and settings, so promoting generalization, shaping the replacement communicative behavior, following the schedule for thinning reinforcement for the replacement communicative behavior, and collecting data on maladaptive behaviors and replacement communicative behavior. Treatment integrity. Treatment integrity is also known as procedural fidelity, which measures how reliably a treatment is being delivered as it was designed or written. To find treatment integrity, you would create a list of the steps needed to implement the treatment and record whether each step is being performed correctly. After this, divide the number of correct steps by the total number of steps to get a percentage of treatment integrity. Treatment integrity should be at least an 80%, and treatment integrity can be assessed using direct observation, permanent product review, or self-reports. Treatment integrity with functional communication training. To measure treatment integrity with the implementation of functional communication training with staff, a checklist is created using the steps needed to implement functional communication training. With this checklist, the number of correct steps is divided by the number of total steps to determine treatment integrity. When calculating treatment integrity, staff need to earn at least an 80% or higher to determine that the treatment is being implemented as intended. A score of at least an 80% also determines that the staff implementing the treatment has an understanding of the treatment being used. This would be an example of a functional communication integrity checklist. So we have the components to the left side. We have, was the component implemented correctly? So there's yes, no, and NA options, and then any errors where there is an omission or commission, and then we would have the comments to put there. Social validity. Social validity is important when implementing treatments such as functional communication training and determining ethical, practical, and social implications of treatment. Treatment must not only be technically effective, but also socially valid by considering the client's needs, goals, and context. Social validity with functional communication training. Although social validity was not measured with this client, when assessing the social validity of functional communication training, there are key points to remember what social validity aims to do. These include ensuring functional communication training addresses socially significant behaviors that have a meaningful impact on the client's life, promoting generalization and maintenance skills using functional communication training in natural settings, and the key components of social validity include relevance, social significance, and practicality. Methods for assessing social validity include surveys and questionnaires, structured interviews, direct observations, and behavioral measures. Integration with the BACB task list. Treatment integrity and social validity of functional communication training are linked to the following BACB task list items. C8, evaluate the validity and reliability of measurement procedures. G1, use positive and negative reinforcement procedures to strengthen behavior. G4, use stimulus and response prompts and fading. G9, use discrete trial, free operant, and naturalistic teaching arrangements. G11, use Skinner's analysis to teach verbal behavior. G5, use modeling and imitation training. G7, use shaping. G14, use reinforcement procedures to weaken behavior. G15, use extinction. G21, use procedures to promote stimulus and response generalization. G22, use procedures to promote maintenance. These are my references for case study 3. Thank you all for listening and watching.